lovelies, I am Maria, beauty vlogger for Luxe Pineapple, and today I bring you a sneak peek unboxing plus a look featuring the latest Luxe Pineapple Box of Joy. This will be the Work It themed Box of Joy, and it is releasing tomorrow. So I'm giving you guys an exclusive sneak peek as to the items that are in here. And I do want to mention before I forget, there is one extra bonus item, but that is a surprise. So I won't be mentioning that product, but that's something to note. So first off, the packaging is super cute as usual for Luxe Pineapple. And if you open that up, it does have the Luxe Pineapple logo, and here is a little peek inside the box. I love how carefully and beautifully it comes wrapped. So here are the items, and so I will go into detail on the items, and I do have swatches and stuff to show you guys as well. And then after I do the unboxing, I will do a look with these products if you'd like to see that. And I will put in down here in the frame somewhere a time if you would like to skip forward to the makeup tutorial part of this video. But let me go ahead and get into this box. So first off, let me just tell you, this box is the Work It themed box, as I already mentioned, and this box was curated with the idea to create a fun yet work appropriate look. So yeah, let me go ahead and get into what is in the box. So first off, we do get an exclusive Luxe Pineapple eyeshadow trio. This one looks like this, and I do have swatches that I will insert for you. This one is called Seattle. And I have to admit, this is such a gorgeous trio of colors. I really love these kinds of purpley burgundy shades, and this brown is really unique. It's like a brown, it looks brown upon first glance, but it does have some purple undertones, so you could kind of consider it a purple slash brown color, but either way it's very unique and very beautiful. Next up, we did get a Luxe Pineapple eyeliner, kohl liner, and this is in the shade of Violet. I do have swatches I will also insert here for you. As well, we do get this really adorable Benefit creaseless cream shadow, and it is really, really beautiful. So here's what it looks like. It comes in this cute little box, and it looks like this, just this little glass jar with the product in it. And this is such a gorgeous cream shadow. It is, I love it. You can see by the swatches just how beautiful it is. Next up, we do have another exclusive Luxe Pineapple product. This is one of their lip glosses in the shade Radiant. It is kind of a very neutral peachy pink shade that is very sheer with a little bit of sparkles. And we also got a Luxe Pineapple nude lip liner. Last product that came in the box is this Tarte Maracuja Cheek Tint, and I do have a little demo swatch here to show you, and as you can tell, it does not take a lot to really get some product. I accidentally squeezed out quite a bit, as you will see in this little demo, and rubbed that on my hand for you guys to see just how it works out. I didn't actually use it, incorporate it in the look I'm wearing today, because honestly I just forgot to, but yeah, it's a cheek tint, and bam, really gives you some color. You could see the comparison side by side between both of my hands, and also to note, it does, like I said, it's a tint, so it does leave a little bit of a stain, as you can see on my fingers as well. Alright, so that is what is included in this box. These are such gorgeous products. I am loving the colors, shade selection, and if you're familiar with the Luxe Pineapple shadows, you know that they're super creamy. They are amazing shadows that I just love. So I did create this look with the products in this box today. I wanted to create something going along with this theme that was still fun, yet work appropriate. And I know for some of you this might be a little bit too much for work, or it might be a little bit too bold, but again, we're trying to create something that's a little bit more fun, maybe get you to step out of your comfort zone. And also, I must admit, it has been quite a while since I've been in a real true workplace environment, so if this look is slightly too much for you, remember that you can tone it down and adjust it to your own personal preferences. I did try quite a few different looks with this little trio of shadows, and you can definitely switch it up, change the colors around. You don't have to use them exactly how I used them, but this tutorial just kind of gives you an idea of how each of them look and how they apply, and just one simple look you can create with it. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and with all that, let me go ahead and just get into it. So this step is completely optional. I'm going to be starting off this look by adding a little bit of brown liner to my eyes. And again, like I said, this is completely optional. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this just to define my eyes. And rather than using a black pencil, I'm going to be using a brown just for a softer look. Next up, as usual, if you want your shadows to stay in place all day long without creasing, apply a primer. Today I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, and I'm going to be taking that all over my lid as well as my lower lash line. Next up, because the shadows we're going to be working with from the Luxe Pineapple little trio are all shimmers, I'm just going to go into this Naked Basics palette, and I'm just going to be taking this shadow Naked 2 because it's just a light matte shade, and just use that in the crease as a transition color. Because we want to keep this work appropriate, we don't want to take that shimmer all the way up our lid. So this is just going to help to balance out the look and make it a little more work appropriate. You don't have to use this exact shadow, just any kind of light matte transition shade will work. Now taking this great cream shadow with a flat brush, I'm just going to take that across my lid, focusing mostly on the inner corner and just sweeping it back towards the outer corner of the eye. Now going into the Luxe Pineapple Shadow Trio, we're going to take this kind of purpley burgundy color on a flat brush here, and then just kind of sweep it from the middle of the lid on back. We're going to create a sort of ombre effect here. We just pat it on to build up the color a little bit, and then gently sweep back and forth to create a nice blended, subtle ombre look. Now just to diffuse any harsh lines, we're going to go back in with that same blending brush we used in the first place without any additional product, and just kind of go back in over, gently sweeping back and forth just to blend in those colors and diffuse any harsh lines. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go in with this Luxe Pineapple eyeliner in the shade of Violet, and I'm just going to take that to my lower lash line. And this doesn't have to be precise or perfect at all, because we're just going to go ahead and smudge that in. Now taking a pointed pencil brush, we're just going to go in and just kind of go along that liner just to kind of blend and smudge it all in there. Now going back in with that same brush that we just used, I'm going to go into this really pretty, it's like a brown shade with a little bit of purple undertones. It's really gorgeous. We're just going to take that to the lower lash line and kind of just sweep it right on over that liner. This might seem really intense, but when I go back in and do some cleanup and add concealer, this will it will diminish a lot of this product and clean it up and bring it up a little bit more. So definitely apply this to your own, you know, taste and how you do your makeup. We're just following back up, I'm just going to take some of that color to the outer corner of our eyes here. Just kind of pat and dab it in and just sweep it slightly into the crease. We'll go back over this to do some more blending as well after. Okay, taking a new blending brush, I'm just going to be taking this one that looks kind of like this, and it tapers in a little bit at the top. That's why I like it the most for what I'm going to be doing next. I'm just going to take that into a little bit of that shade we were just working in, this brown purpley shade. Sorry, that's the sound of my phone. And then I'm just going to be taking that again, patting it on to the outer corner of my eye and just blending forward. That's why I like this one with the tapered tip. I could just kind of get it right in here and it just gets right into the crease, and I can blend that color forward, further creating that ombre effect here. Now taking a little smudger brush, I'm going to go into that middle highlighter shade. And like I said, this is all shimmery shade, so I'm not going to fully bring that all the way down. I'm just going to take that right here to my brow bone, just keeping it right up there. Normally I like to bring a highlight shade all the way down kind of to meet with the transition shade, but I'm just going to kind of keep this pretty light to my brow bone. And then a little bit on the inner corners of my eyes, just add a little bit of pop and brightness there, sweeping that in towards that cream shadow we put on. And then just to blend it all in, I'm going to go back in again with that first blending brush we use and just kind of go back and forth over that. And lastly, before applying mascara, I'm going to go back in with that violet eyeliner and just take that to my lash line. I'm going to use this rather than a black liner just so it's not so harsh, but still gives a little bit of definition. Now to finish off this look, I am going to be using the Luxe Pineapple Lip Liner in the shade Nude. Now this shade will probably not be the perfect nude shade for everybody. It is quite light, as you can see, as I apply it onto I have kind of tan skin, so it looks very, very light on me. So I am applying it very lightly, and then as you will see, I will use my finger to kind of blend it in a little bit more. But it is always nice to have a liner, even if you're just using a gloss, just to kind of keep it in place on your lips. So then I'm going to go ahead and top it with the Luxe Pineapple Lip Gloss that came in this box, and this is in the shade Radiant. And as you can see, it's a very beautiful sheer color with lots of gorgeous shimmer, and it's kind of a nude peachy pink shade. And I just think that this is actually a really perfect shade to complement this eye look, because we are going with much more of a fun, bold look for the eyes, so it's nice to have a nice toned down product on the lips. Alright, so this is the completed look, as you've already seen. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you like this look, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, anything that I might have left out, just leave a comment, or you can email me, Maria, at luxepineapple.com. I'd love to hear from you. And let me know if you plan on getting this box. And if you do get this box and create some looks with it, I definitely hope you will share it via our social media. You can find Luxe Pineapple on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all the links to those social media pages will be found below. Please feel free to tag us and or hashtag Luxe Pineapple, because I know we would love to feature some of your looks and photos. Alright, lovelies, until next time, be sure to stop by luxepineapple.com where always find a sweet deal, and tomorrow for the release of the Work It Box of Joy.